I think an interesting notion I've heard thrown around a couple of times is that you can determine what Warhammer army you will like playing based on what kind of roles you enjoy playing in video games. From my limited understanding of each army, I assume some basic links could be, if you like playing tanky roles, try Death Guard, if you like the fast assassins, go for Drukhari. Well, first things first, I like Villager in Smash Bros. What army does that equate to? What is Villager's role in Smash Bros? Zona! You're meant to be doing that? Oh, that explains a lot, doesn't it? I guess maybe something shooty like the Tau. I've kind of tried and tested the Tau. Their mechs are cool, but I want, punchy or slicey mechs, and not just a single leader, Farsight. Oh, well, I guess another example is the Lance from Monster Hunter. Literally the most tanky tank class in the game. But I've never really been interested in that kind of gameplay style for Warhammer. I don't really want my little guys moving 4 inches up the board every turn. The way I see it, the faster something is, the more cool and unpredictable it could be. I think generally, though, there is definitely a cross-section between how you play video games or other board games, or whatever, and what army playstyle suits you best. And no, I'm not expecting a medal for saying that if you play video games with only winning in mind, then there might be a chance you would do the same in other forms of games. Tell you what, let's use myself as an example again. Going back to Villager, I don't play him for his zoning capabilities. I think it's more for the potential. He can yoink other people's projectiles and fire them back. How cool would that be if I did that? He could sprout a tree and chop it down onto someone to kill them. I want to do that too. Also, just look at him. He's just a little guy. Oh, he can fly. I do think both of these extend into what army I choose too. Like, I want an army who could do some ballsy move and pull it off, And I think doing stuff like that is what makes playing games fun in the first place. I also think ugly characters put me off an army too. I really think the Space Marine heads, for example, yeah, they look like people, but ew, I can see myself planting a kiss on this man's cheek, It's weird. I feel like when you start this hobby, you're pretty white-whaled on a single army. When I started, after messing around with AOS a couple years prior, I just knew I was going to become the next big Tyranid main. How could I say no to those big hungry monsters ready to chew down... What is it that guy's playing over there? Humans? Right, buddy. Yeah, I'd love to see what that piddly shooter can do against my sarcophage. And the lucky folk are those who stick with those armies. They do one paint scheme, they buy one codex, they spend far less money than the others. Those who see a new model, a new unit, a new box, something, and it sows the seed of temptation, of malice. It cannot be quenched. They decide to research into this new army. Oh wow, that rules sure look fun, huh? Yeah, my current army is awesome, but I did always want one with more ranged options. And before you say anything, no, I'm not projecting. I love my Hunger Tide. And they love me too, right? Yeah, right. But could you imagine? They are so fast. A speed-based army rule is sick. But no, I have had mech. I can't do another one. Oh, I've spent enough. No more. I must end the video now and lock myself in a dark room with various machines.